Right, we are live. So I want to thank you very much, Jamie, for taking the time to jump on the old podcast and waffle on a bit about where it all started for you and Dethrone Clothing. Um, Obviously, awesome as hell. Like all your stuff is cool as hell. Like tattoo inspired stuff, and so literally, I, I just want to hear where it all started, mate. What got you in? First of all, I'm guessing you got tattooed before you got into a clothing brand, because I know your company was established last year, if I'm right.
Yeah. 11 months ago, yeah, just coming up.
Awesome. So where did it all start, mate?
Honestly, it's as weird as it's gonna sound. My wife was at work, was lying on the sofa, right, and I was messing around on an app called Logo Shop, right. Seeing this font, I thought, you know what, I'd buy that T-shirt. I would buy that. Come up speaking
Oh,
to
that's cool.
me mate Smiley, and come up with a name, and I made an Instagram page. Literally went straight with that. Then
Really?
come up
So
with like
where was the inspiration for the? Sorry to interrupt you there, but where was what inspired the name? We'll start with that.
oh Dethrone. That literally comes from the Bad Omen song.
Okay.
Literally the title of their song. I was literally listening to that song as I was trying to think of a name.
So you
I
just
thought
thought that makes sense.
thought, thought yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be
Oh,
cool.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
And
But yeah,
then
so obviously, like you say, you were just laid there, and all of a sudden, you were just like, "Fuck it."
thought yeah, I'd buy that. So I literally found the suppliers. I bought a medium T-shirt and a large T-shirt. Told my brother about it. He's like, oh yeah, because my brother is good looking. You know, he's got all his head tattooed, face tattoos. And he's like, oh yeah, I'd rep that. I'd stick it on Instagram. So I literally found a print shop around the corner for me. Got two T-shirts printed up. Sent one to him. Just started waffling shit on Instagram. And literally after a couple of months, just some woman from Scotland bought one. I was like, fucking hell, that's mad.
Wow.
And it's so far. So I made I don't know if you've seen the website, but there's a heart design on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on your
So
website. Yeah, it's cool as hell.
so that was the first proper design. I released that, and it just went fuck it. It went mad. I
Wow.
think the first 4 weeks of releasing that, it must have sold about 16, 16
Really?
t-shirts. And because I didn't really know what to do. I was just like, so then I had to find a proper suppliers, get a load printed up. So if they when the orders first start coming in, I think it's taken me about 2.5 weeks to get them to them. Honestly, it's mad.
And and that's it, innit? And sometimes just kind of just going off something that just at that moment just feels like, fuck it, why not? Just let's just wing it and have a go. Like sometimes that's the best stuff in it, you know.
That's literally it. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I saw recently you were at a tattoo convention recently, wasn't it? Did you have a stall? You had a stall at a tattoo convention?
No, I backed out last minute. Got
Oh,
scared.
mate,
Got
that's understandable. That's understandable. You got a lot of people, obviously new faces, people coming up, looking at the stuff. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. I can understand where it being a bit like, well, am I ready for this yet? You know?
yeah. It's crazy. Like because I know Dead Angry was there and Modern Streets Apparel were there. Obviously, I talk to them guys a lot, and Do you know what I mean? Their stuff is like it's next level. Absolutely incredible. But I get
Yeah, but like, yeah, but then your stuff, you're huge. You know what I mean? Like, I tell you one thing I've noticed so far in the time I've been doing these podcasts. Like, I've been really lucky to, like, we spoke off air. I've been lucky to speak to some people that have been around a while. They've done their bit of getting to where where they've become recognised. You normally notice that, like, these guys have had it equally as difficult as people like us that are just starting off in our adventure, and they're the most fucking humble people. It's insane. Like, it really, really is. So it's incredible. They're not up there. They're not up themselves. Not shit. They're not faking. Like, do you know what I mean? You can just see it. Like, drop them a message, they'll reply. It's awesome. Like, because we're all in it together. At the end of the day, like, your company, you're going up against, like, the likes of, like, big brands like like, we're going to Vans. I wear Vans t-shirts. We all probably own Vans t-shirts somewhere, and you're going against companies like that they yeah, all right, originally they started off and I'm not dissing Vans, but they've got a network, a worldwide network,
Yeah.
like, do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, companies like yourself and other smaller companies, we're all in it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. So when I first started, I first started speaking to Chris and Mel at Dead Angry. I was like, they started following us on Insta, so I just thought I'd drop them a message. Like, the amount of help that I've got from them two is absolutely incredible. Like, even to the point, I messaged them saying I can't get this design right. I sent the design over to them, which was the original Death Moth T-shirt. They sorted it out for me, and that was one of my best sellers. And so, I
Awesome,
mean,
awesome.
absolutely amazing
Yeah,
people.
yeah. So yeah, and then obviously, like, going back to, like, where it all started. Obviously, you're like, do you apply the designs yourself, or have you got to the stage where you can't keep up and you've now got, like, your suppliers actually putting your designs on for you, very much hands on with the application?
I I do everything myself.
Even
Lit,
that's incredible. That's incredible.
literally everything. It's just I prefer to have as much control over it as I
Yeah,
can, because at the end of the day
and
it's about not
yeah,
blaming people if it fucks
yeah,
up
yeah.
more than
Absolutely,
anything.
mate. Yeah,
Because
I do
I,
my
I
I do mine myself as well. And at first I was like, sorry to kind of, like, and it, I'm reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is I'll be interested to hear what you think on this. Like, at first I was very, like, the idea of people thinking, oh, is it going to be shit because he's done it himself? I mean, at the beginning, I actually did have somebody lined up to do them. I'm very lucky. I got a family member who does, like, school uniforms and things like that. But it ended
right,
up being
yeah,
that he's way too busy with that stuff, and I simply don't have a budget to go and buy 30 shirts or whatever. So he was like, look, I'll sell you the t-shirts at the best price I can sell you them at. And then I'm very lucky that I got a friend who has a plotting machine, and
yeah.
and so, like I say, originally it was going to be my father-in-law was going to help me do them, and whatnot, and obviously it ended up being that I do them, and I kind of didn't really say anything about it because I didn't want people thinking, oh, is this going to be something you put in the wash once and it fucking falls
Yeah,
off?
yeah.
I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I, when I when I very first started, I was in my daughter's bedroom. Do you know what I mean? And it got to the point, like, because obviously I started off on two t-shirts, and all the money I've made has just gone back in.
Yeah,
I've not took a penny out of it. But then there was just stock and transfers and everywhere. I just thought, I can't live like this. This is getting a joke. You just could not move. and then she kicked me out of her bedroom, so I had to move out.
Oh, that's all, mate. Like these are the stories. I'm grateful for everyone that I get to talk to, but like talking to you and listening to your story, it's the same as mine. I mean, I know, like, I'm not trying to step into the clothing so much. For me, it was like I did a T-shirt because I do video podcasts, and so I did my first T-shirt, and a couple of people asked about it, and obviously it didn't take much convincing to think, oh, do you know what? Maybe I can sell a few of these, and then I thought, well, I I'm in my shed, and the whole idea for me with 666 Customs was I want to build a platform that people feel that they can relate to what I'm doing. Because I'm not a fabricator. I don't claim to be a fabricator. I love the custom culture world. I've grown up around bikes my whole life, and I love the tattoo world. Like I said earlier, I was been very lucky to be able to tattoo. I mean, I've probably tattooed 200 people, in the time that I worked in studio. Very busy studio, incredible little studio in York. And I like, at the end of the day, being someone that I can't afford to gallivant around loads of custom shows and build top end expensive bikes, and so I just figured that all of a sudden there was an opportunity to create a podcast create a podcast that I felt there was a gap for people that were just starting out, or people that only built one bike but documented, one little 125 in the shed. And don't get me wrong, that so, and like I'll go from talking from someone that's like only had like yourself, like what were you, 11 months into your business adventure, you say?
Yeah.
And then at the other end, like I said earlier, at the other end, I've been lucky enough to talk to Terry, who's had a company that's been around for 30 years. So I love both ends of it. Like I love both ends of the fact that Terry's been 30 years, you're 11 months in, and honestly, like if you got to speak to Terry, you and Terry would relate straight away on starting out in, like, he started out in a little house. You started out in a little bedroom, and do you know what I mean? Like we've all come from like say for me, it's like the idea of me selling T-shirts was to help fund the project of building a bigger shed. I'm not definitely not wanting to get in, because I obviously already I know enough to know that it ain't easy. It ain't easy doing what you're doing, like, because you can, your budget's tight, for example, or you fuck a shirt up and you haven't got another shirt and wait to get another silk done, and I think it's incredible, mate, honestly.
It's I literally, I thought I had one print left of one last night, fucked it up. So now it's cost me to get one out so quick. Like, it's cost me 25 quid. I'm just like, you absolute fucker.
Yeah.
But
the
pressure's on when it's the last one. Like it's happened a couple of times, to be fair, but it's all part of the learning curve, innit? Like,
definitely.
I've only been printing myself for about 7 months, and I only done that through a tutorial from Dead Angry. I didn't know what nothing was. He put me on the right website. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's it, and it's it's great to have, like, and this is obviously not talking ill on anyone that subs their work out. It's great to have every custom clothing company that are out there that's going up against Nike, all the big brands, all these corporate companies where the guys that originally funded these longer about, and so the core principle of what they stood for no longer exists. They're just looking for profit. It's great to have all these different companies doing what they're doing, like you and everybody else, and then it's also like another level again when you're full on hands on. Everything is like literally come through your hands, from a blank canvas to a full printed design. Like, and I mean, do you have to do any of the weaving? or do you are you getting them like? Is it?
No,
Do you know what I mean?
no.
Do you have to do any weaving?
Yeah, nah, no. I use DTF transfers
Yeah.
mainly. So do you know
I'm
what I
still
mean?
weaving. It's horrible.
Yes. I've not got the patience for it. Do you know what I
Yeah, well,
mean?
obviously, like you said, for you, you probably don't have the time either. You know, what I mean, fucking hell, sit there weaving to do like say shirts. You'll be there probably a couple of days just weaving some of the designs out.
Well, that's it. Especially like some of the bigger ones, like because the further we go on, just the designs are getting massive, man. They're getting big.
Yeah, it's good.
So
It's good because I don't like small back designs. Like I do one of my shirts is fuck stock ride chopped, and like my mate that did the stencil for me, he was like, Josh, you need to keep it at this type of size. I'm like, no, we need to go bigger. And he's like, yeah, but you're gonna like waste so much more material. And I'm like, I don't care. I said, there's nothing worse than a back design that's only. It has to I have it literally going as far as I can push it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, that's it. That's it.
It's just like that extra thought, isn't it?
It's. I mean, I don't like small prints as it is. Like even me front prints, they're quite big.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that the whole clothing is based on what I like. When all said and done.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I'm not going to release it.
No, exactly. So obviously, you know, we touched on so you obviously are already getting, most of your tattoos, I'm guessing, were more likely done before you actually released the brand. So it just come from the love of tattooing.
Yeah.
From the tattoo.
Yeah, because it's just a whole tattoo culture. Do you know what I mean? I just love it.
Awesome.
To the points where, like, do you know what I mean? Stretched ears. I mean, I went through a phase of just, you know, looking at body modifications. I didn't get any, but like, there's some right mental things that you can get done.
That's it. The thing is with a shirt is you can take it off and put another one on.
Yeah.
You know.
That's it. I did try to get me tongue split, but Mrs. was having none of it.
Oh,
absolutely
fuck that,
none
mate.
of it.
Fucking hell. Oh, no. No, I mean, I thought about getting it. I thought about getting it pierced, but I just fucking no. I mean, I started stretching my ear, but I was stretching. I went from obviously a standard piercing size down to a 0 gauge. I did it in like 4 weeks. So I ended up once I got from the size before to the 0, I ended up blowing back my ear out. I pulled it out and it all went infected, and I had to take it out. And
it stinks.
I've had my neck pierced. I had a bar through the back of my neck, mate. That wrecked.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. I'd only just got with my missus as well, so I'm there in this tattoo studio trying to act all fucking like, fuck.
Oh, fuck, right.
Yeah. No, it's so like when we get back to the shirt. So when did you all of a sudden think, do you know what? Like, I've set up a page, a couple of people have bought some shirts. When all of a sudden did you think, like, fuck me, this could actually really become something?
After the first one.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
That's good.
So
you got to believe it, right? You've got to.
That's it. You got to have your own back, ain't you? Do you know what I mean? Because you can't rely on someone else pushing you forward.
No.
But
no, definitely.
Because we've grown in the time that it's been running. We've grown a lot. And do you know what I mean? I think it's and along the way, I've like picked up a team. You know, of like ambassadors.
That's awesome.
And do you know what I mean? If I'm doing something stupid, mate, honestly, in the group chat, they'll let me know. They are savage.
Yeah.
Which is what I need.
well, that's it. That's it. You know, it's like I mean, like I really feel like this. Obviously, I feel like I relate to everyone I have on my podcast, but like I think because like I only set up 666 Customs as a page in May, so you know we're roughly about the same type of time, and like obviously I don't offer a like I can't sell a couple of t-shirts every now and again, which is I love doing that, and it's crazy to think like I got clothing in Phoenix, Arizona, in America. You know, I got stuff in Spain.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Like it's crazy to think that, but like fundamentally, I'm just here just creating content. So the value I have is different to like people interact with you because like, they love your shirt, then they love what you're doing,
Yeah.
the clothing you release. So, but we're still both like fairly new, and at the end of the day, if people didn't love what you were producing, also with that, like the way because obviously people only buy your stuff off what they see off Instagram, for example. So
Yeah,
your
that's it,
image
yeah.
is currently on Instagram, so you must be doing something right. You know, the fact that like I've reached out to you to do a podcast. Obviously, Rich, I know Rich is in the live on Instagram right now, but like at the end of the day, if it all seemed like shit, we wouldn't be all sat here talking to each other. You know,
Well, yeah,
like you
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't want to
it.
sit and talk with me. You know, so we must all be doing something right. I think.
Yeah, I like to think so.
No,
Especially
definitely,
with
definitely.
the amount of what people don't realize, like behind the scenes, the amount of support that small businesses give each other is absolutely incredible.
Mm.
Because I've
Yeah,
had
because
quite a
they
few.
relate to it.
Yeah. It's the most nerving thing you can do is send a T-shirt to another brand
Oh
owner.
yeah, I bet because you know that's gonna get like they're gonna be like looking over that. It's gonna be like right,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. I mean, so I did I mean, I've got a few people that are waiting to do a merch swap with me, but obviously because my numbers are so small, so like I said, you know, I don't have a budget really, so I don't have
Right.
spare
Yeah.
cash basically. So obviously when I do a shirt, it's generally I've got a couple of people waiting for some shirts at the moment. I've got a guy waiting for a t-shirt and a guy waiting for a hoodie, and they pay for them. And like because I'm so transparent I'm so honest about things. I'm like, look, my mate's gone on holiday. My friend that does the transfers, you know, at the moment I haven't got transfers, and like I'll say if they said to me, "Oh, can you send me back the cash?" I'll send the cash back now. Do you know what I mean? It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But I feel that people relate to the honesty. You know, they're like, "No, we can see what you're doing." You know, that's at least what they tell me. I think obviously not pretending to be something that I'm not. You know, I'm just here. I'm here because I love the culture. I'm sat talking about the tattoo culture and I love the clothing. Do you know what I mean? The only reason I haven't gone out and bought clothing from you and from other people that I love what they're doing is just because I don't have the pockets to do it at the moment. You know,
That's
do you know what I
it's
mean?
so hard at the minute. I know. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's why every time my phone or my computer, if I hear a ka-ching, that's what sound it makes. It's the feeling that you get. Do you know what I mean? That someone's buying one of your t-shirts, even though, do you know what I mean? No one's got any money,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like I put so the original logo tee. It's just a little t-shirt with Dethrone Clothing there. That's why I dropped the price dramatically on that. Just for people, they want
yeah,
something, can't really afford it. It's just I think it's something like I can't remember how much it is. I think it's only like 16, 17 quid. But it's still a lot of
mm,
money. But in the grand scheme of things, like if you're going out and buying a Vans t-shirt,
30 quid
it's
t-shirt. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But do you know what I mean? I'd give anyone an extra discount if they needed it. And
yeah.
they said to me, look, I really like it, but I am skint. I mean, that don't mean say to me, message me saying you're skint before you make a
No,
logo,
no, of
right?
course not. No, no, definitely not. Otherwise, you won't be able to carry on.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But do you know what I mean? I like to think that I can help a lot of people out if they need
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
Which that's it. You know, it's like obviously with people asking to touch what with me, it's like I'd love to do it with everyone that's asked. And you know, first of all, I'm truly grateful that people have asked. Like, because at the end of the day, it's like someone wants to wear one of my shirts and they want to offer me one of their shirts to wear, and I love that. You know, that's incredible. But so we've actually got Dead Angry. He's just jumped on the live actually on Instagram. He's gotta love the ka-ching. Yeah, man. Yeah, awesome. All that is it. You know, it's and and obviously at the end of the day, that doesn't like loving the idea that you've sold a shirt isn't it's money, money, money. It's like at the end of the day, most of us are small. We're small company. We're providing for a
well, that's
family
it.
and trying to create something of something we don't have. So you need, like you said earlier, like all that money goes straight back into developing another shirt, you know, and releasing another, you know, buying another different colored hoodie or another
Yeah, yeah.
piece of clothing, you know. I mean, fucking hell, hats. Fuck me. I mean, I do my hats myself, man. They're fucking extortionate. You
Mate,
pay someone to make a hat,
honestly,
it's like fuck.
I tell a lot of people this, like I said, because I sell a lot of hats. Fuck it, absolutely no money in it. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Absolutely no money. But by the time you get a decent hat and then get everything stitched, sent out,
Yeah.
boxes,
Yeah.
boxes you got to buy. No one thinks about the boxes.
No.
Got to bulk buy them.
No.
It's
That's why I like mine. Like I bought a plain hat, and then I found a really cool guy that does laser engraving. So mine's laser engraved, and then I just literally punch the holes, rivet on myself. And then obviously like I fucked around on the inside, like fuck stock. And I've had a couple of guys actually say, you know, that have asked about them. And the thing was, is like people have actually asked, oh, can you draw on the inside of mine? And I'm like, yeah. Like, but again, like I'm not doing it until they pay for it because I don't want to personalize someone's hat for them. I can do that bit, and then they sit there and people don't buy them. That's fine. You know, give them away to my mates and things like that. But I haven't sold any hats. I get people asking about them, but again,
yeah, yeah.
I'm not pushing clothing at the moment because it's just I just haven't got the time. I haven't got the time to, and don't have the spare cash to go out and buy all the
Yeah, I get that.
not
Yeah,
sell them. You know,
it
I'd
is.
rather
It's
save the
intense.
money and wait. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. It's but yeah, with hats, mate. It's like my missus used to buy me a Valentino Rossi hat every Christmas or birthday, and like I think they started off like there were 20 quid hats, and then by the time she bought me my last one, mate, it was like £32 for a hat. I was like, fuck, you
It's
know,
it's crazy because you got to think small companies like say me, Dead Angry, Forgotten Sons apparel are a good one. they we use the same stuff as the bigger brands, exactly the
yeah,
same stuff, and
yeah,
some stuff it costs us more, like because obviously they're bulk buying. Well, they can bulk
yeah.
buy, you know, like 300 t-shirts at a time.
Becomes a numbers game, doesn't it?
Yeah, so do you know what I mean? Their profit margins up here, mine's down here. Fuck up.
Mm. No, no, but I mean, and obviously, again, like we're not here talking shit on them. Like at the end of the day, these guys started off where we are.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, we're just like I have this with my missus. Like obviously, as my podcast and my whole platform is slowly becoming more known, I've started getting invited to things, and it's like it's a great thing. Nevertheless,
it
financially, it's still a problem. It's a great problem, and
is.
I love the idea of being invited. I got invited down to I interviewed Shredder. who are on Channel 4 with Johnny Vegas, Carry On Glamping with Johnny Vegas.
All right,
They built if you've watched any of that, they built the American school bus, and then they built the boat in season 2. And these are like I didn't realize. So I'm fortunate enough that obviously you scroll through what's recommended to Instagram on the reels, and I came across this school bus, and obviously I clicked on it. I was like, fucking hell, that looks cool as hell. And I went on their page, and they all look like biker dudes. And I just messaged them. I was like, look, just discovered your page, love what you're doing. Would you be interested in doing a podcast? And he messaged me back like about a half hour later. He was like, yeah, love it. At that time, I didn't know that they were done any work with television. I did, I literally just went on the page and just scroll through a big handful of the stuff they were doing. I thought, I just love the fact that they're creating custom made shit, which is what I think is awesome. And then when I did proper research, like I tried to like research like what you're doing and like where it all started, because I just don't want to look like an idiot. I want to give you the time that you deserve. At the end of the day, you're giving me your time. So I tried to at least know that you started last year, 2023. I need to know that, just because I think that you deserve that from me. You're giving me your time. And then when I did the same with these guys, and like all of a sudden, obviously, that they're on telly, that they got their own TV program on Discovery Channel. They're working with Puma. They're working with Makita, with Monster Energy. And I messaged them back. I was like, look, I feel like I'm like way out of my league here, Like, I don't think that I'm going to give you what you guys have earned, like the justice you deserve. Like, that you've worked hard to get where you are. And they just replied with like, look, we all start at the same place. Like, it just takes that one opportunity. And that's kind of like the same reason why I like Dethrone, Dead Angry. Like, you guys are all like working with each other, because we all know that it's hard.
It is. But then it's like, remember a few years ago, Bad Monday.
Yeah.
I've been following them for a long time. You froze. Are you back? You well froze.
Yeah, I mean.
But I remember when they were selling 20 quid t-shirts, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The amount of success they've had has been ridiculous. And do you know what I mean? I hope they carry on growing, because it's just crazy. Like, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. It's all who we aspire to be. Vans, Bad Monday, Hit or Miss Clothing. All the big boys.
Yeah. Do you think like I mean, I've followed Bad Monday for years, like before I did anything on social, like as in like tattooing or like podcasting. I noticed that the price, I mean, whether it's just me being out of touch with things and like not wanting to spend money, I just noticed that the price is just rocketed. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm certainly not taught. If any of them boys are watching, first of all, I'd love to interview. I want to interview everybody. Well, I'm certainly not chatting shit on what you're doing, and that's not at all what I'm about. But like, I think, like, what about the dudes that love what you're doing that can't afford a 35 pound t-shirt?
Yeah.
Is there anything that can? I know they do sales every now and again, and that's awesome. Like, you've just come off your Easter sale, I believe you said earlier. But like, I don't know, 30 does a t-shirt 30 quid? I don't know. I'm not a businessman in that respect, so maybe I shouldn't be saying what I'm saying. So I don't know.
I mean, it all depends what angle you look at, don't you? Because obviously, Bad Monday, they sort of get popular and popular. They've had to get a bigger space.
Well, I suppose,
they've had to bring in. They got to pay the rent, haven't they? At the end of the day.
Yeah. Again, yes. So it makes that's what I mean. Obviously, as someone like myself that's just looking in at like, well, I say I'm not a businessman, so I don't have that to think. I mean, I'm slowly becoming more of a business thing, which is the whole idea of really continuing to grow with what I'm doing. But yeah, that makes sense, Jamie, when you say it like that. You know, I mean, so like where you're at now, where do you think where well, I mean, have you had to get a new workplace yet, or?
So yeah, we're looking for a new place now. It's
Cool, man.
nothing big. I mean, a bit bigger than a shed size would do me, but it's just what we're toying with the idea of just building something in the garden.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Just as long we can keep them costs down, we can keep the cost of the hoodies down, t-shirts, hats.
Yeah.
Because that's the
that
last thing I want
and
to do.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear.
Like I say, I don't want it to be unaffordable, like the big companies are for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's why my profit margins are right down, because I buy the best quality t-shirt I possibly can. And do you know what I mean? It all comes to like next day delivery, and
yeah.
But even I have to use every, still trying to keep that cost down.
Yeah. And they're
It's to be fair, they've not let me down yet. Touch wood.
but touch it. Yeah.
A mate of mine's a transport for DPD, and he said, "Oh, just start using DPD." I said, "Nobody wants to pay £6 postage, £7 postage." I know I don't.
No. I mean, we already got Cassie in the comments. She said that she'll purchase one of your shirts, and so like, I mean, if obviously Cassie, you're watching. If you do, even if you don't, and you like him, follow his page, like for me, it kind of feels like I've succeeded in what I'm doing, like just connecting with you, and the idea that you get another follower, and then obviously, and how the algorithm, as we're all learning together, like how the algorithm works is the more people that follow the page, the more your page gets suggested. So
yeah, that's it.
That's fucking awesome. I mean, just following Jamie's project with Dethrone is yeah, because obviously one thing I noticed with what you're doing is I know like we're talking a lot with like Rich is obviously he's in the comments on Instagram saying it's all about it's about brands supporting brands, and it's 100% like Richie in the comments. Obviously, he's a tattoo model. I was lucky to interview Richie, and
yeah, he's a good guy, Richie.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like obviously he was saying like how he does things with the photos and things like that, like stuff that I need to learn a bit more about, like to taking pictures. I mean, even when I was tattooing, like the guys in the studio were like, "Oh, here comes Josh with a fucking Vaseline smeared camera lens because his pictures are shit." Yeah.
It's hard though. It really is hard. That's literally why I send it out to models. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I mean, I know what you're probably thinking, like, well, Calvin Klein. But no, they did turn me down. I did try.
You tried sending them out a shirt
that season.
Oh mate,
yeah,
that bod rules, man. Fucking hell. Fucking pay for it.
I'm quite lucky because we sponsor a bodybuilder called Joey Beach. He's 23.
Cool,
he's an absolute unit. He's just won. I can't remember what the competition name's called off the top of my head. He's probably watching on Instagram, so he will put it in the comments. But yeah, he's just done me a meal plan. Like, he's a big lad. I don't want to make him angry. Hence why I'm drinking coffee on a fucking Friday night.
Need to make sure the shirts are on point. It's like
yeah,
I sent over to Lucas over in Marbella, and like Lucas Silverback, if you come across him on Instagram, he's a fitness coach, mindset coach, and sells like his clothing like around his brand. So like Silverback Fitness is the name of his brand. and then he has silverback cuts, so he does all custom leather cuts. And obviously, I swapped a shirt with him, and his shirt has got animal written across the back, but it's clearly designed for people that have built like brick shit houses. So if you go through my pictures, one of my pictures, I stood like that just so you can see the fucking word, because it's like otherwise it says menu. It's like, and he's wearing one of my shirts, and like my shirt looks fucking sick on him because he's like fucking built like fucking mountain. And I was just like, yeah, I just ain't got the fucking body for these pictures, you know.
Oh, I know, mate. I know. No, I get it. Yes.
But no, see, it's so like with like I wanted to touch on. Are you planning to go to events? Like, I know you had one. So I could have sworn I'd seen. I could have sworn I'd seen you set up the table and everything at a show. Unless I'm getting mixed up with something else I've seen. I knew you were off to. I knew you were supposed to be going to a tattoo convention. I knew that, but
yeah.
So, like, are you going to be doing stuff this year?
Yeah. So I've got a table at a closed door event for Bearded Villains. End of the month. What else I got? I'm definitely doing Manchester Tea Party next year. 100%.
Yeah, that's a big event. That's a big event. That's a good event.
I just got fucking. Do you know what I mean? Step through the door. I know.
Yeah.
I've been nervous about this all day. Like, do you know what I mean? As soon as I get on, I start talking. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Definitely all right,
mate. And the thing is, right, is like, so if you go on my tattoo page, tattoos by J.H on Instagram, there's not one picture of me, not one picture of me in anything, right? Now, just because I do this, like we're having a great. This is a great. So it's very interactive. We've got people commenting live on Instagram. We've got people commenting live on the screens that we're looking at. But if no one comments,
I can't see that.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. Maybe that's because you're on the phone. So you see. So I'll pop up on the screen, like a comment that Cassie's put. It says 100% businesses supporting small businesses. Can you see that?
Yeah. I have to look right here. It's quite small on my phone.
Yeah. It's always better on a computer or a tablet. But I'd say, generally speaking, it's still a user-friendly, website provider. But where I was going with it is like, it just feels like a video chat. Like, okay, we don't know each other, but because we have similarities, you find the similarities. You know, even if you're not really a talker, for example, like the more and more I progress and learn this, like I can learn. I'm starting to learn, like, okay, I feel that this might be going that way, so I kind of swerve it a bit that way, and I'll ask a question that I know that you've already touched on a little bit, and we'll go back in and re-highlight and dive in a bit more into that. But like, I shit myself in front of a camera. Like I said, I'm just treating this as right. I'm talking to Jamie, but man, what I've learned so much listening back to myself on my pod, because I have to listen back to. I listen back to like the brief parts of it when I upload to Spotify, because this will also get edited. I pull the audio, I upload to Spotify, so we have an audio.
All right.
And for people that actually, and this is actually pretty cool. So for people that are listening live, I have literally just today set up the all Amazon Music. So we're also obviously, once I edit this in a week or two, I generally, because I kind of like backlog to actually edit the audio to upload. I put a background music. I can't just I could upload it as it is, but there'll be maybe a couple of glitches where we've like zoned out on the Wi-Fi, take them little bits out, but that's all I do. I don't fuck about with anything else on them. But like I said, so today I've just set up where we're now live on Amazon. Well, not live, sorry. The podcast is on Amazon. And I need to find out whether you turn around and say to Alexa, play Let's Talk Motorbike Pod. I really want to see if it works, because the idea of going, Let's Talk Motorbikes Podcast, play a Let's Talk Motorbikes Podcast, motorcycle podcast pops up, I'm like, fucking, I need to find out if I don't have an Amazon Music Alexa thing. So if anyone has got one and you are watching, I did speak to my mate earlier, and he tried it, but I think it's still updating everything. Because I want to get a video. I want to get a video of someone going, "Let's play motorcycle podcast," and it starts playing. I think it's just fucking But no, where I'm going with it, Jamie, I know I waffle on, mate, but literally, you've already done the hardest bit, and what you'll notice as you continue to progress is the more and more you move out of your own way and let yourself go.
That's it.
Like my biggest battle is myself every day. My biggest battle, like I've got an event coming up, which I'm actually now allowed to. I'm allowed to actually let people know is I'm going to be at the Distinguished Gentleman Ride Out in York. So Distinguished Gentleman is a charity event. It's goes on across the world. Everyone dress up in the old dapper stuff. You pay £25 to ride your bike in the parade, and all the money goes to the same charity are linked with Movember. You know the November non-shaving charity.
Yeah.
So I've got my first event coming up, and like, mate, even though I don't shut the fuck up right now, I'm fucking shitting myself. Like,
it's
like
scary.
Fucking, but you got to do it, mate. You got to do it. Like, at the end of the day, people are buying your shirts. They don't have to. You're going against companies that have been doing it longer, that have got maybe a bigger collection, but people are buying your shirt. And if you just concentrate on the fact that they bought your shirt, it means you're doing something right. The fact that we're sat talking, we're both doing something right because we both agree with what each other are doing.
That's it. See, like that's the best thing about small brands, like because everyone else is out there is no competition, absolutely none. Well, I personally don't see any competition. Like,
No,
I don't mean that as a big anyway, like, but I'm not going to compete.
No.
With brands.
No, because you're doing your thing.
That's it. We're all doing the same sort of thing, like you say. That's why as soon as that ka-ching comes in, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, where's my fucking phone? Like, do you know what I mean? It's crazy because like it started obviously in Scotland. We sold quite a bit in Germany, quite a bit in America,
wow,
quite a bit in Italy. I think we got one in France somewhere rooting about, which is just
that's awesome.
blows my mind. One of the highlights for
that's
me
crazy.
Was I'm obsessed with a band in America called Engrave. I don't know how that happened. They were on TikTok live. I just put like, I'll send you a t-shirt, and they fucking messaged me. So I sent them out all like hoodies and all, but they wear them frequently.
That's awesome.
And every time I see it, I'm just like, it's crazy. Like,
do you know what, mate? That's awesome.
How's this band wearing my stuff? It's just absolutely mad.
Yeah. And I bet, like, I mean, I don't know about yourself, but like, I'm a person. I struggle with my own head. Right, I get stuck in my head. I get down. Like a lot of people do. But like, I had it a couple of weeks back. I think I did speak about it on a previous podcast. I had it where I was having a bad day. I clicked on Insta to see what was happening, and the first picture that popped up was Lucas taking another picture wearing my shirt. So we both obviously did pictures and like tagged each other in it, to say that we've done a merch swap and thank you very much. But this was like a couple of weeks later, 2-3 weeks later, he's out having lunch, and as a matter of fact, actually, we got Beard Blood in live on Instagram, and he's got over 10,000 followers on it, just in the beard community, and he'd shared the picture. And as a matter of fact, we spoke about this quite a lot on the podcast the other week, and it was crazy. Like, I was having a bad day, and I was like fucking felt a bit deflated, and I clicked on Instagram, and I saw as simple as Lucas had gone out for lunch, took a picture, sat having lunch, and obviously somehow got in touch with Beard Blood Canada, and also with a shirt that I sat weaving, that I've applied the state, done like doing like what you do.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, like a dude in Canada that's got 10,000 followers, like with loads of posts and incredible content, like picture, like yourself, great quality photos. Like say my photos, but like the guys like you that have like obviously you need good quality pictures. So to see like my shit like on the other side, it meant so fucking much, like so much, mate. Honestly, it was like because no one had to do that, nobody had to do that. Like the band don't need to put pictures wearing your clothing. Like you're just grateful they got it. You probably didn't even ask. I mean, I'm assuming. I might be wrong. I'm assuming, but I didn't even ask. Please tag me in pictures. You were just grateful that they just like a band that you respect massively are like, fuck, they've reached out, they've acknowledged me, like, and all of a sudden they're there wearing your shit, like wearing your clothing,
Yeah, so I remember they turned up to a gig, and they put a photo, and 3 out of the 4 of them are wearing it. So they put it on Instagram. I was like, fucking hell, that's mad. They messaged me saying it wasn't even planned. It just
awesome.
It's just a happy coincidence.
That's
and then I've got I'm assuming it's after their show, I've got people from America messaging me saying, "Oh, is this the Dethrone Clothing that Engrave wear?" I went, "Wow, that's crazy."
Incredible. It is like right even now, mate. Like fucking, like fucking. Oh, mate, it's all. I love it. This is what it's about.
But like you can, what I find is you can spend all the money you want on ads and all, but it's my customers that are doing all the work, because as soon as they get it, they're putting it on their Instagram story. Do you know what I mean? Let's say 20, 70 people are seeing it, then that's them. Do you know what I mean? Some only takes a couple of them, like, do you know what? That's a nice t-shirt, that. I might have a look. Give them a little follow. And that's how it's.
Yeah.
I think we're up to like nearly 3,000 followers now, which is like, it's mad. You know what I mean? It started off me on the sofa, dicking around.
That's it.
That's it,
man. What started off as an idea laid on the sofa is turned into like a band that you respect massively. 3 of the lads wearing your shirt's not out of coincidence. That alone is fucking awesome.
But the weird thing is, right? It's not even the only band. Chasing the Four have got Dethrone stuff. I mean, I have tried. I did get a bit giddy, like, and start asking Alexandria. For some reason, they didn't message me back.
But you know what? One of my friends, because am I right? First of all, I need to the name of the lead singer is Ollie. Asking Alexandria, is it Ollie?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Ollie, right? I might be wrong. I'm sure it's Asking Alexandria. I believe that my friend who has a company.
You about Bring Me the Horizon? You know about Ollie Sykes?
I think. I know that my mate built some Jeeps for him. Yeah, I'm sure it's Asking. I'll have to confirm it. I probably shouldn't really be saying stuff if I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure.
I mean,
I'm sure
if it's Ollie Sykes, that's a massive deal.
Yeah. I mean, a friend of mine owns a custom called Black Sheep Customs. Dude's fucking insane with American muscle cars. But he built he worked for a different company at the time. But he was like massively involved with fucking dude's insane fabricator, engine builder, you name it, bikes. I got there and drained the fuck out of him. Like when I turn up there, he's like, "Oh fuck!" You can just see he's like, "Here he is. Here he fucking is." Like, I keep trying to get him on the podcast, and I think I'm nearly there. I think I'm nearly there getting him on, but I know it's a big band, and I'm sure it's. And I know the lead singer's called Ollie, and I don't really know much about Asking Alexandria. I'm not really. They're a bit too like Pierce the Veil, Bullet for My Valentine, Hacktivist. I listen to a lot of Hacktivist at the moment, actually.
Pierce the Veil, Outer Emo.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not like when it gets to like proper like preaching to the devil, like backwards talking, like I'm a bit like, all right, okay,
chill out.
Slipknot, love Slipknot, but I'm not like, I don't know, it's sometimes a bit too much.
I did try reaching out to Corey Taylor.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it's probably. Do you know what? It'd probably be worth like going because he's in the UK a lot, and he's gigging a lot. It might be worth just literally getting a care package and launching it. Grab that! Fucking hell! Who threw that? It's on the packaging.
But anyone, if you could get one video, Corey Taylor wearing your T-shirt, you've made it. As far as I'm concerned,
yeah,
that's it.
Well, like you say, mate, you've already the fact that you've already got a couple of bands wearing your stuff. You know,
yeah, it's mad. Absolutely
it's
mad.
Awesome. It is cool, man, for sure. So you're going to be at some events this year?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and do a few tattoo conventions this year.
Cool, man.
That's what I need to be doing, I think.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I love being around people getting tattooed as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm obsessed. Absolutely. Do you know what I mean? If I come downstairs and Mrs. is cleaning with Dethrone like that, memories. I absolutely love Dethrone.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously it's the smell of a studio, isn't it? It's the smell of a studio. You know,
love it.
Love it. Yeah, I use it a lot. Even I don't tattoo that much now. I tattoo a couple of my friends every now and again, but obviously still use that old. You know, and it's good. It is good. But yeah, mate, I think we've pretty much covered everything we need to kind of cover, really. Obviously, people want to order from you. What's your website? Is it DethroneClothing.com?
www.dethroneclothing.co.uk.
.co.uk. Awesome.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Awesome.
If you're unsure, scan to the bottom. There's a picture of me.
That's it.
I'll just say comment saying both come down for some ink.
Yeah, that's my mate Snoop. Snoop, I tattooed him and he's tattooed me. He did the tattoos of my fingers flat out. Yeah, he's a cool dude as well. Cool dude. We're gonna get him on the podcast at some point. He's started going live now on TikTok, so I'm supposed to be going over and just chatting a bit of shit whilst getting inked. You know, it's just about getting over, really.
See, I don't think I could do that. What if you go on TikTok live? There's no viewers. What do you do? Just sit there until someone comes in and says, "I don't know."
Well, I mean, I think like with what Snoop does, like he's obviously just tattooing. So really, it's kind of like what we're doing. We just go live and you know, if people get on and if not, they don't. You know, but yeah,
that's it. Putting yourself out there, innit?
That's it.
Scary.
No, that's
absolutely scary.
That's it. Mate, you just got to kind of just like fucking just is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, fuck it, innit?
It is what it is. So Yeah, so mate, I've got to end this live stream because I am bursting for a piss.
Oh mate, honestly, that's what I don't know if anyone can see it, like, but my legs twitching.
Mate, all of a
Thinking,
sudden it's just hit me, and I'm just like fucking tea, and I'm just sat here like, oh fuck.
yeah, mate. Yeah.
Fucking hell. No, I appreciate it, mate. To be fair, like we've been like phone by, innit?
Yeah. I don't feel like an hour, to be fair.
No, that's
Do you feel
I'd
that?
like to say, mate, I appreciate it. I appreciate you
Did we
taking the
just
time to
become
sit down
best
with me, mate.
friends?
We have. It's fucking happened. It's happened. I'm gonna get to some tattoo convention, and I'll be like, and you'll be like, "Fuck me, it's that drainer." Shut shop. Jamie. Oh fucking
Grab
hell.
the rail. I'll meet you at the car.
Oh, it's like, mate, that's what I'm like. Like literally, that is what I'm like. Like I just turned up at Black Sheep Customs. He's only up the road from me. Like it's about literally 15 minutes. And I just turned up like because I love anything custom. I turned up on my bike. He's like, "Can I help you, mate?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm just wanted to have a look because I thought he had a showroom. You see?" And he's like, "Oh no, that's just the unit." 3 hours later, I came home and my missus was like, "Where the fuck? Where have you been?" Like, she's not really surprised because I can just fucking chat forever. But like, I'll just literally turn up. Like sometimes you have to say, "Look, Josh, I'm really sorry, mate. I'm flat out. I ain't got time to listen to your shit." And I'm like, "I'll come back tomorrow then." You know. But yeah, it's fucking awesome. It is awesome. Yeah. I literally just got a comment off Snoop actually on Instagram. Thought you wanted a piss, mate. I'm fucking doing some fucking crazy dance with my legs right now. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, mate, honestly, as much as I enjoy this, I'm gonna have to go take a piss.
Dude, thank you again very much. And obviously, everyone check out his page. And obviously, like I've said before, like we're not all in a position to buy. Simply liking and sharing shit. Really, I mean, like Jamie's company is on Instagram, and the fact 3,000 followers and is able to get clothing across the world. It's simply a like and a share is so fucking powerful. It takes 2 seconds and it's free. So if you can't buy some clothing, at least just drop the storyline or just drop a like. You know, it means a lot to people. You know.
I mean, that's it. And obviously, before I go, like, if anyone ever wants to, think, fucking hell, I got a couple of good ideas. I want to do that. Do you know what I mean? You don't know how to get started up. I'm more than happy to help anyone.
I got a fucking mate. Yeah, right. I literally got my laptop here, right? So I don't get to draw as much as I do. But I'll show you this. It'd be interesting to see what you think to this. First of all, I want to tattoo this design, but I think it'll be a sick design on a fucking piece of clothing. Bosh.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we'll collab with you on that one.
Do you know what I mean? Like I drew it up. So massively, I'm a massive fan of McGee art. If you've ever come across him on Instagram, Darren McGee art is on Instagram. The dude's fucking legendary. He's like late 50s, I believe. But that's where I got inspiration from that. That dude can blast out a fucking back piece, mate, in 2 days. Full back piece in 2 days. No fucking about, mate. He's old school power lines. Literally runs power lines. And anyway, so that's where the inspiration from him come from. But like, it would be an absolute honor if you took the design and altered it or whatever. Mate, it's yours if you want it. I want to tattoo it. And if you want it tattooing, come over. We'll fucking do it. You got some room? I need to webs off the machine. I'll actually drop you a message with check out my work on my tattoo page. It'd be interesting to see what you think to it, really.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, definitely. How far away is York from Manchester?
Well, I'm literally bang between Hull and York, so I think you're about an hour and a half away. To be fair, hour and a half, hour and 40, I think. Straight up the M62, is it? over
yeah.
A64, A63.
I've drove further for a tattoo, so
Mate, we'll go live and just chat some shit. We'll get we'll have a fucking laugh. I'll have a laugh. That's it, mate. That's it. It's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna let you get on because I'm literally like fucking, my legs are knotted up now.
Yeah, I think I might have already done it.
You're like, yeah, no, I'm good, Josh. Yeah, we're good for another hour, mate. I'm done.
All right, mate.
Awesome.
Yeah,
all right, and Jamie,
really
mate.
have to go.
Thank you very much, bud. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.
I'll catch up with you soon, bud.
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
Awesome.